hello there. Hello, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Hello, everyone. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that things are going well for you. And right now, I'm here on my deck in the garden, and the temperature is right. It is 73 degrees here in the Boston area, and it looks like we're going to be having some really good temperatures in the next couple of days. So I am excited about this whole thing. The only thing is that I've been a little. Hello, Lynette. How are you? You are first here. Yay! Lynette is first to come and join me here in Catherine's Garden and Home. And for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Catherine, and this is um, my little space on the planet in which, yay, yes, Lynette, yay, in which I am growing, and I have been here for a while and have been growing and planting things and really just enjoying the garden for the last, I would say, about 20 years or so. But I really started growing vegetables and food, I would say, last 7 years. And I've been getting better and better. Before I had a lot of trees around, so it made it difficult to grow food because vegetables require a lot of sun. But I did have a nice shade garden, and I love to grow flowers. I love to grow roses, and each year as the trees have matured and have either fallen down on their own accord or that I had to cut trees. I think I've cut two trees, trees down so far, or three, in the last 3 years, that it has opened up the space and allowed for me to grow more things, to grow more plants and specifically flowers and herbs and veggies, all of that. But especially vegetables. So, hello everyone. I see a lot of people popping up in the chat, and yes, you are welcome to come and join me here in the chat. It is such a beautiful day. Let me put on my glasses so I can say hello to everyone and welcome you here. Don't hurt the harvest. Hi, how are you? Hello, Sonia. How are you, Sonia? It's good to see you. Let's see who else is here. So, hello, man. That's Lynette. Rambo. Hello, Rambo. Green Hands. How are you? Good to see you here in the chat. Yes. Blessings, y'all. Hi, Catherine Garden and Home and everyone. Yes, don't hurt the harvest. Thank you for coming in and joining us here in the chat. And then, who else do we have so far? Yeah, so that's good. You're doing well, Sonia. That's good. I am doing well. As you can see, I don't have on a coat. It's warm. It's 73 degrees right now here in the city. It's 73 degrees here in the city. And we are looking forward to having some really balmy temperatures here. It has been kind of windy, so you're going to hear the wind. You're going to see the wind blowing things around. Wow, that's good weather. Yes. So it says that right now it's 73, and the low this evening will be 51, and going up to 79, 78 here in Indianapolis. Wow. Yeah, so the heat is coming. Friday is going to be 79 again, and then Saturday is going back to 58. But what I really like is that the evening or night temperatures are going to be in the 40s. 47, 46, 42, 45, which is really great. So that means that I can start to take out my root, my cannas, my tropical plants, or my tropical roots that I have there, and pot them up and get them ready. And so we're going to do an unboxing of that later on. But I even want to start to grow ginger, because you know how we said that we wanted to have an herb garden, right? A kitchen garden, and have herbs and so forth. So I got myself some ginger here, and I'm soaking them, and then I'm going to plant them up here. I was watching Roxanne, Soil and Margaritas. I think she's in Indianapolis as well, and she started her planting of um, ginger, and she had a really good harvest of ginger. By the end of the season, she had a lot of ginger. Well, I did that too. I started growing some ginger because I had a ginger root. But the thing is that I started too late, and I only did one piece. It wasn't really the best, and so I'm starting again. I went to Costco and I saw that they had the organic ginger, and I bought a box of the organic ginger, and I decided I would use that because it has a lot more of those, those nodes and so forth, those parts where you see that this part's right here. That's where it will start to grow from and root. And uh, I must say that that one piece of ginger, it grew a new piece of ginger, and that piece was so fresh. It was small, and I broke it off from the original, and I actually grated it and put it in tea, made some tea with it, and that thing was strong. That ginger was so strong. It didn't have a chance because it was fresh. I just picked it up, picked it out of the soil, because at that time, the weather was changing. It was starting to get cold, and there was going to be a pretty severe kind of freeze. And so I didn't want to lose the plant or the root. And I snapped off that new piece of ginger. And boy, was that delicious. It was strong and it was fresh. And we don't know. We think that we're going to the supermarket and the food that we're receiving is fresh enough, but really, it's not that fresh. It's not that fresh. It's not like going into your garden and eating and picking the food fresh from the garden. And they say also that when you pick it from the garden, just after you pick it, it starts to lose its nutrients. So could you imagine um, getting vegetables from other countries and having it come in, and you're thinking that it's fresh. They say it's organic and it's fresh food, but really it's been sitting on a dock for a little bit, and it's probably been in a truck, and probably sitting in the freezer for a while, and then you are purchasing it, and it's not as fresh, right? It's not as fresh. And you know what they say, Sonia, that we here in the Boston area, that we are the last. Hello, Deborah. How are you? Hello. They say that we are the last stop for food here in New England. The train tracks, when it comes across through California and up and across the mid states, and we're one of the final destinations, Boston. They call it, they have the stop there, and they call it Haymarket. Haymarket is where they have all of the fruits. But I remember with a child going down to Haymarket with my uncle, because he loves to buy his vegetables and fruits and things from Haymarket, but not realizing that those fruits and vegetables had to travel all the way from the south to the north, from the east to the north, finally stopping at Haymarket there, where they would distribute it to the different distributors. Um, and, you know, so there's nothing like your own fresh fruits and vegetables, growing it as much as you can. Hey, Chloe. Catherine, hi everyone. Beautiful day. Yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. A little windy, but it is. We are not complaining. There are no complaints here. None. Because it is beautiful. Yeah. So good to have you all come and join me. There are quite a few things I want to share with you today because a lot has been happening. Even though to me it feels like a little has been happening because of the fact that it's been cold here. Remember, not just too long ago, it was like in the 30s and 40s. I think even last week when I was out here with you all, I was all bundled up. But today, look at me now. Look at me now. No coat, no hat. Yep, I'm happy. All right, so um, I have a lot of things, as I said, I wanted to share. So I was talking about the ginger. Yeah, so that is one of the things that I want to talk to you about. And then also, I don't know if you noticed this, but my geranium. Yeah, my geranium. Yeah, Lynette, you had got some ginger from, and it's in your fridge. Well, if you want to grow it, you can. I mean, if it's organic, because I took this out of the refrigerator in my refrigerator, and what you can do like what I am doing here. Let me just move this out of the way. So what you do to prep it is that you put it in water. So what I've done is I just put the pieces in water and I've been soaking them. And what has happened is that because they're roots, they have plumped up. And a good video to watch is with Soul and Margaritas. Roxanne in Indianapolis, she did really good video on that. And so she shows you that what you do, you soak the roots. I like to soak the roots of all of my rooted plants. And what it does is it hydrates them. Like if you are planting bare root roses, you should soak the bare roots, soak them, let them become hydrated, and before you plant them. So what I'm doing is I'm soaking these, and then what she did was she just got some soil, and then what she did was the she then took the ginger and she just placed it in like that, just right on top of the soil, and kept it moist. So that's what I'm going to do. This is just a regular potting soil, and I'm going to just place my ginger on top of the soil and allow it to grow. I'm going to put it in my greenhouse that I have here, and that way it will be protected, but that it will also get an opportunity to grow. I gotta just check to see if it needs to be in a shady place while it is doing that, or if I can. I think I can put it in my greenhouse though, because it's warm enough, and it should be able to grow. So that's one of the things that I wanted to share with you, the ginger. And it's the roots, but it's easy to grow. I didn't think it would be so easy to grow, but it really is. And then what she did was she potted it up in a pot. So what you would want to do is put it in a pot. And that's what I did last year too. I put it in a pot, and in the pot it was able to grow out. And then later on, you harvest the ginger. I would say the very last day of your frost date. Now that's the other question that I want to ask you, because I was checking. Hey, Cassie, how are you? I've been thinking about you. I don't know. Did you watch my last live? Because I mentioned your name. I said, "Where's Cassie?" Soaking the ginger first. Good to know. Yes, soak the ginger first. And so it's so good to see you in the chat, Cassie. How are things going for you? I hope that all is well with you, and that you're doing well. Good to see you, my gardening friend. Yes. And Deborah, are you there? And a lot of others. thank you all. I hope I didn't miss anybody who came into the chat. And if you're watching on your smart TV, hi, how are you? Yeah, so I'm excited to be out in the garden right now. This is really a beautiful day, beautiful, beautiful, and it's just a little balmy, but it's nice. Been working in new position at work. I have been fine though. Oh, good. Well, congratulations on you're there. Good, Deborah. Just checking. Congratulations on your new position. That's good. That's always a good thing to be able to move up and move forward. So congratulations on that. Congratulations. Yep. So what did I want? Oh, I wanted to mention to you, and I put it in. I placed my ginger in the already, Miss Catherine. You placed your ginger where? Rambo. Where did you place your ginger? Place my ginger in the already. Where did you place it, Rambo? Where did you place it? You placed it in the ground. You placed it in the dirt. You already put it together. What did you do, Rambo? Give us some hints. Tell us. All right. Well, I grew a little ginger last year, and it is in my freezer. I may try again. Okay, good, good, good. That's good, Deborah. Yeah, it's nothing like the fresh stuff. Get some fresh ginger. In my journal, I was looking at the last frost date because I was wondering, is this going to be for real or what? And in my journal, I had written April 24th as the last frost date in spring for me here. But April 8th, I went back and I checked it in the Gardener's Almanac, and it said April 8th as the last frost date here in my area, in the Boston area. And then this is what I found to be quite interesting. It said the first frost date in autumn, when I had first checked it out. Oh, in the ground. Okay, Rambo, you already put it in the ground? That's good. Some people put their ginger in the ground, and some put it in pots. I'm going to put mine in a pot because it'd be easier for me. You trying to grow it in the ground this year, Rambo? Okay, okay. It's just easier for me to manipulate it, I think, in the pot, in a pot versus having to try and dig it up out of the ground. And you know what I found too, that most roots like that, like cannas and elephant ears, and I would think too for the ginger that they like to be root bound. I never grew ginger before. Don't use it much, only in my Swedish meatballs. Hey, Francesca, how are you? Great tip. Was thinking about growing ginger. Okay, that's good. Cassie, Darlene. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is good. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Thank you. I'm glad that you made it. Woo, my people are in. So we're talking about ginger and growing ginger. Oops. And what I did was I got the ginger actually from Costco. They had the organic ginger there, and I said, "Oh, let me buy some." And it's a lot, so I have to spare. So what I'm doing is I'm soaking the ginger, then I'm going to put it in some soil and then pot it up after it's leafed out. Now that it's warm, and I was talking about the temperatures here, right here in my region. I'm doing okay. Glad the weather has been real good here. It's 60. You're 60, Francesca? Good, good. Yeah, well, we've gotten up to the 70s, 73 actually, and it looks like it's good. And so what I was talking about was the last frost date. So before it was saying that April 24th was the last frost date initially when I filled out my book in January when I was thinking about it. But recently, actually today, I went and checked and it said April 8th. So it seems like that the temperatures are going to be good for a while. And they said, well, there's a 30% chance that you could have a light frost. But, you know, if you do, make sure you keep abreast of the temperature and know if it's cold, if it goes down low to freezing temperatures, that you cover whatever it is that you're growing or put them into a sheltered spot so that they don't, you know, they don't, they're not killed. The average first frost date is October 16th. That's what I had before, but then it changed it. It actually pushed it back. It said for the Boston area, November 3rd is going to be the last frost date. So we've had an increase in growing days. I think it's like 203 or 203, and before it was 174 days. So we are going to be having a lot more time to grow. Isn't that something? It's actually pushed back the growing time to November 3rd. Hey, Monica, how are you? So good to have you. I'm glad that you came and joined us today. So good to, I know I saw that you were working hard in your garden. Well, that's good. I'm happy for you. All right. So I wanted to talk about that. I also wanted to mention about ginger. And so I'm soaking my ginger. I may soak it a little longer, but I wanted to show you what I'm doing here with the ginger. And then I got some soil, some regular potting soil, and I just just laid it down here in the soil on the top surface. And then it's going to leaf out, and then I'm going to pot it up in a pot. So that is the ginger. I'm just kind of moving things aside. All right. So I showed you the ginger. Okay, next on my show and tell. Because it's been so cold I couldn't show and tell anything. All right, here now, so how long should the ginger soak? Well, you could soak it for a couple of hours, or even into a day, overnight if you want to. Depends on you. Can ginger be used in stir fries? Yes, definitely in stir fries, Francesca. Ginger is really good. It has ginger in stir fries in Asian cuisine. They use ginger. Yeah. Ginger is highly used in Asian cuisine. Goodness, just finished the other side, almost ready to plant out its work. Oh, wow, that's good. Good for you. I'm excited for you. Yeah. So I think, yeah, Sonia, I think about an hour, at least 2 or 3 hours is good, or an hour. You know, but just so that it's plumped. You want to make sure that the roots are plumped. All right, my geranium that I had, remember I saved the roots of the geranium? And I actually did the same thing. I hydrated the roots, and then I potted it up. And you know what I did? I took it from indoors and brought it out now. So some of the leaves are suffering because of the fact that they are not used to the sun. You know, the intensity of the sun outside is different from in the home. So that's why the leaves are a little droopy. But notice that it flowered. Isn't that wonderful? You see my first geranium flower. Yeah, so there are a lot of plants in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 different plants. So as they continue to grow, what I'm going to do is, you know, pot them up, separate them and pot them up, give them their own individual pots. But for right now, to begin the season, these are my first flowers. My first flower for the season. So I have it documented with you all. All right. So next, now I told you that I use so should I hydrate my pepper plants? I overwintered? Yes. Just put them in there for a little, you know, just maybe an hour or two. You don't want to overdo, depending on how big the plant is, because you don't want it to drown. Good job, thank you. So just leave it there, just kind of hydrate it for at least you know, a half an hour to an hour, and then plant it up. Now here is my amaranth. I used, yeah, everybody hit the like button if you like what you see so far. You're getting some tips. give me a like. Thank you. Now, you know what? This container, this is my seedless grapes container that with my husband that we get from Costco. And so I decided to use it as a planter to get things started. Look, they give you your automatic holes at the bottom and the holes at the top. And I placed this in my little makeshift greenhouse. And I did this on March 21st, March 21st. And this is amaranth. And the amaranth has sprouted. Look at that. My amaranth sprouts. So what I'm going to do is allow it to grow up. Some of them are starting to show the next the leaves, so I'm going to let them develop the next set of leaves, and then I will up pot them, into another container. So that's how I'm going to do that. But I just wanted you to see how, sometimes, you can just use what you have, and it will work. And so I placed this, they germinated really good. And so I also have snapdragons. This is my snapdragons that I had put in here. The only thing is when I was seeding it, for some reason, I did not seed it evenly. So I'm going to have a little work with this, with separating them. But so far, so good. And then this is cabbage, my cabbage. This is forget-me-nots. 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 And cilantro. Cilantro. Ooh, I just watered them. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. The reason why I chose certain plants to start early is because I knew that they could tolerate the changing of the cool temperatures. Because I had planted these in March 21st, and it was still kind of cool, but I had put them in the greenhouse, my little makeshift greenhouse here. And as the temperatures warmed up, I would air it out and let it get some air, but I kept it pretty covered and in the sun. So that's that with this. As you know, I also have my bottle seed sowing, which is doing very well here. I actually added some more herbs to it. I added two more bottles with the herbs. And I think this year that I am amaranth is very pretty. Amaranth is used as I'm going to be using it as a flower, but I know that the people do actually use it for cooking as well. So that might be something to try out. But there are people who actually eat amaranth, the seeds. They eat the seeds. They make it because it's like a grain, and they use it to make like a porridge, I guess, or rice, like rice. Yeah. So I don't know as much about it because for me it's more I'm growing it more or less for the beauty, to add to the garden, something different and new in the garden. Um, but like the forget-me-nots, it's just that I love the blue flowers of the forget-me-nots, and I like the way that it can just multiply if it really becomes if it likes your place, that it will spread, it will self-seed. And so that's what I'm trying to do. So cilantro, of course, is good for cooking and so forth, and for eating cilantro. Snapdragons, of course, that's a flower. I just want the beauty of the snapdragons. And the cabbage, of course, that's for eating, the cabbage. Um, what else? But most of my, Rambo says, amaranth, they are edible like Spanish, also known as callaloo. Yes, callaloo. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Thanks for that. Um, yeah, callaloo. Um, so I want to now unbox um, my tropicals. Now, in my book, in my journal last year, one of the things that I wanted to add to the garden were tropical plants. And so I bought some more cannas, and I also bought elephant ear, right? Remember last year, elephant ear was a big deal? Yeah, amaranth is like a grain. It's really a seed, just like quint. Uh, yes. So, yeah, that's right. No, Francesca, you're right. Do not do that. Um, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's with amaranth. Is everyone clear? Yeah, so amaranth is like a seed, the callaloo, and it's like a grain and can be used for cooking. Um, but as I was saying, last year we had talked about tropical plants, right? And I bought some cannas and also elephant ears, additional cannas and elephant ears. As you know, also, um, dahlias are also part of it, and I had um, calla lilies and also what was the other caladiums. I didn't have as much success, I don't think, with the caladiums and the calla lilies. That I'm going to have to buy separately if I'm going to add them to my garden. I don't know if I'm going to do that this year, to buy the calla lilies and the caladiums, because I'm going to have to buy roses. I'm going to have to add to roses because my rose bushes are really brown and dead. I'm going to have to cut them back hard, and I don't know if I don't think I'm going to have any roses like I've had in the past. And this actually happened before a couple of years back, where for some reason it was a hard snap or cold freeze, and that the roses um, died back really hard, and I had to cut it back really hard. One of them, it looks like it's dead, but I know it's not dead. It's just probably, hopefully, it will come back. I think I see a little life, but I'm going to have to cut it hard. Because, I'm used to having it trailing on the deck, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. So I'm going to have to buy some roses. So I'm going to invest my money in that, I think. I think. I might I might not. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it, but I'm going to be intentional no matter what. But one of the things that I do have and that I'm excited about are the tropicals. So let me I'm going to just shift a little bit and so that you can see it. Yeah, Mother's Day is coming. That's true. All right. So let me just shift things around a little bit so that you get to see what my unboxing that I'm going to do with that. Okay. All right. Are you ready? So, in the fall, what I did was I boxed up my cannas and the elephant ears. And you can go back and watch that video, and you'll be able to see that. Hopefully, I will be able to put it down in the description. Let me put it up a little bit more. I can put it down in the description so that you can see it. And I actually went through the process of digging them up out of the pot um, and boxing them up. So look at this. These are the elephant ears. I put them in this because this is what the onions are in. And I just thought, well, hey, it would be good for them to just be in this. And look at how it turned out. This is the elephant ear. This said that this part of the elephant ear, this is last year's, and this is the new growth for this year. So it looks like it did well. What I'm going to do is soak it as well and pot them up. And here's the other one. Isn't that fantastic? I didn't buy, you know how I usually go to Costco and buy the bulbs and stuff? I didn't do that this year. Because I said, I saved these. Let me see if I'll be able to get them back. Do any of you have elephant ears? And did you save yours or did you buy any new ones? Let me know in the chat. So far, I was able to save. Here's the other one. And they feel firm and beautiful. They don't feel squishy. So this part is the bottom, right? And this is the new growth on the top. I am so happy about this. Look at that. So I'm going to be able to plant them up and hopefully all will go well. There is a young lady, her channel is called Y Garden, and she is in New Jersey, and she has, they get a good size. They grow and they get a good size. And she saves her elephant ears over time. And each year she just plants them, repots them up, and puts them in her garden. And they seem to do very, very well. So that I'm happy for. That's a really good thing. Now, let's see. In here also were the cannas. I'm hoping my elephant ears survive being in the weather. Yes, I hope so for you too. Well, this is my canna. Ooh. This is the, ooh. Let me see if I can move the box. So I bagged up. Hey, Broke Farmer, how are you? Good to have you come and join us. Well, I broke up I took out the canna, right, out and saved it from last year. And this is what it looks like. Hey, Brampton Gardener, how are you? This is what it looks like. And so they survived. Oh, that's good, Monica. That's good. It survived, so you can see it. The roots survived here. They're not soft or anything. And this is great. This is my canna that I saved. So what I did was I dug up. I actually had the cannas in pots. I had planted them in pots, and I dug up the cannas. Gorgeous day here, 79 in full sun, relaxing on the deck. Wow, you're warmer than I am, Rachel. We are 73 here in Boston. So I was able then to, and actually I'm glad that Rachel, Brampton Gardener, came on, because she was the one last year, I think it was not last year, she not last the year before that, she's the one who told me, go ahead and save your cannas, dig them up and save them. And I did, and it worked out so good. You're back to 40s next week? Wow. Well, we're going to be in the 70s. So I'm so glad that I did. And so this year, or last season, I decided to save them again. And so this is my unboxing. They came out really good. I actually did a better job, I think, in keeping them. So what I did was I unboxed them. I let some of the dirt stay on, and I just put it in a paper bag here from the Whole Foods paper bag, and then put it in a box, and they worked out fine. Brampton, this is the elephant ear that I had also saved, and they seem to look pretty good. They're not mushy, and so I think that I'm going to be able to just plant them back in. And we could see the bottom part was the from last year's, and the top is the new growth, the new plant. So we'll see how they turn out. But this one was a very nice one. This one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the newer ones that I had ordered. And then I have another box filled with cannas that I got from, that I had before. And so I'm just going to go over and get it. It's a bigger box. So I saved a lot. Sorry about the back. I saved a lot of them in paper bags, and I'm really glad that I did, because I decided that I didn't want to spend the money on that, but that I would spend the money instead on something new. So it was good to be intentional, you know. But I know that I'm going to still have my beautiful Tropicana, my cannas. So that's one. So let's see what's in this one, how this one turned out. Ooh, this is the big one. This one turned out good. So these roots, look at that. This one is already starting to want to grow there. So when I put this in the when I put these in pots, they're going to do well. I have other pieces here too. I think I did soak the cannas. I store mine in liquor store bags, only paper bags we usually have. Hee hee hee. Well, we here in Massachusetts, they're into paper bags, and giving us paper bags. So I have plenty. They said that they wanted us not to, they didn't want to give us plastic bags anymore. So the stores started handing out paper bags. I think this is my Tropicana canna. And it is looking real good too. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So, that is great. You dug them up. What did you say, Lynette? I missed it. Anyway, well, I'm glad that I dug them up. And what I'm going to do is then pot them up. So what I'm going to do is clean off the dirt, and I may just I'm going to clean off the dirt, and I may just soak them as well, so that they will be a little more hydrated. But then I'm going to pot them up before planting them in larger pots. You can use shredded paper or wood chips, but I just make sure mine are dried out and don't bother. Me too, me too. Well, that's exactly what I did. And just putting it in a carton, a box, and just in the paper bag in the box, as I showed you, I just boxed it up, boxed them up, and they seemed to do well. I made sure that the location that I chose for them was a cool, dark location in the house that did not receive a lot of heat, and I think that that helped to keep them, you know, from from um, drying out and also or becoming moldy or whatnot. So that's what I did. Um, that's my unboxing of the roots. And what I'm hoping is that they will grow really well. And I'm excited about that. Great, you save them by digging them up. I will do the same. Yeah, it's good. That way that you end up saving money instead of having to rebuy them. Now I don't have to but rebuy um, cannas because now I have a lot. The thing is too that they multiply. The cannas multiply, and I have actually more than what I had initially. Before they gave you like one or two small dried up pieces or three pieces, but now my pieces here are healthy, and I will be able to have more. You'll save so much money. Yes. So now I have choices as to what I want to spend that money on instead of spending it on buying the the packaging, because I think it's like $14, $13, $14 for a few pieces. Now I can actually put it in different parts of the garden because now I've saved them, and and the fact that they've multiplied, it makes it so good. So that can really beautify the garden with the tropicals. Now, I did not save my dahlias. I left them in the ground. I don't know if they're going to come back or not. It just seemed like it was just too much work, and that they weren't coming, they were taking so long to come. You even sold some? Wow, that's nice, Rachel. Very good, very good. Um, I am, I am, think I am. I think my mind is really more towards um, starting herbs and really doing the herbal tea garden. And so a lot of my energy has been into seeding the herbs and the herbal teas. And I made a list here of the herbal teas that I'm going to be growing in my garden this year. And so I have the mints, my sage is doing well, thyme, dill, basil, chives, um, chamomile or chamomile, um, marjoram, oregano, rosemary, cilantro, lavender, lemon balm, bee balm. And then I showed you those who came later. I showed the ginger because I'm going to also be planting up ginger. I'm going to be also planting up ginger. So I was soaking the ginger roots that I gotten from Costco, and I'm going to be planting them up. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but what does "Don't Hurt the Harvest" said? I missed that. What did you say? Don't hurt the harvest. Somehow I missed what you said. Um, you sold some too. Don't hurt the harvest. That's good. Wow. That is good. That is good. I'm glad that you all are making some money on your garden. That's good. My daughter suggests I sell some aloe plants. I have so many. Wow. So now you're starting a business. Wow, that's cool. That's very, very good. Very, very good. That's nice. What a blessing. That is a blessing when you're able to take what you love and have it be profitable as well. That way you can try new things and you can reinvest into your garden. And you're blessing others too, because aloe is really a good plant to have. It's a good medicinal plant. I might have to get some aloe too myself. But anyway, um, so the ginger, peppermint, spearmint, orange mint, all of these I want to add into my garden over there. I think that's what I'm going to use at the with the kitchen garden because I think I'm going to redesign it. So a lot of my seeds that I've started, as you see, from the bottle sowing as well as I'm going to purchase. Really, that's good. That's good. I'm going to purchase some more of the different herbs when I see them, and maybe that's what I want to do. I really want to add that to it. But I think we're going to redesign the garden. So I'm going to put my tomatoes and the peppers on a different location, and I think that area over there is going to be for the herbal garden, and also have planted there pollinators like um, the marigolds and so forth. It sells for $2.99 for one leaf in Kroger grocery store. Wow. And if you could have your own natural aloe, that's better. And then, over time they grow to a great size. That's nice. Gifted Hands Homestead, how are you? Welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Good to have you. So that is my goal, to really settle in and plant this herb garden, tea garden. I think that's a big, yes, visiting from NC, North Carolina. Hello. Grow, yes. And you didn't get to see my little seedlings that I've been growing. They're doing really well. And now that the weather is warmed up here in the Boston area, it's going to be much more easier. Let me show you what I did here. Just a little recap. My amaranth seeds in the container here. I have cabbage also in containers. These are the grape containers that I got, and they're really convenient because they already have the holes in the bottom and in the sides and a vent at the top, but yet it holds the moisture, it the moisture, so that I was able to get really good. You use these containers too, Gifted Hands Homestead? Yay! Bam with Arthur Butler. Hey, Arthur Butler, how are you? Yes, you usually watch me on the replay, but you made it here. That's nice, Mr. Butler, that you made it here. Yeah, so I use this. So this is my amaranth. Of course, the seeds are really close, but I don't have a problem. I think I don't mind. Um, what are they pricking it out? The little seedlings and potting them up. I seem to enjoy the little process. Your little greenhouse, yeah. Yeah, and so a lot of them have grown in. And then I put it in a larger greenhouse too. So that's how I've been able to keep them. And then, of my bottle sewing, which has been just doing very, very well. I've been doing very well with the bottle sewing here. Um, so I have work to do. I have work to do. You know what I'm happy about? Look at this. My oregano. And I don't mind pricking them out because you have so many seeds, And if I can get a couple of strong plants from it, I think that I will be very happy. Because when you think about it, one of those little seedlings, will grow up into a plant. And if you go to the store to buy it, that one little plant costs you a good $5. Whereas if I am able to create the seed, to pot it up myself, that I can have at least 5 to 6, maybe even 7 or 8 of those little plants. You know. So I'm excited about my seedlings, and I think I've grown over time. I've become better and better at sowing seeds and seeing them come up. Yeah. So that is what we're doing here at Catherine's Garden and Home. What did you say? Gifted Hands Home says, exactly. I got so much flack for starting my own seeds, but one plant is about $4 to $5. Exactly, exactly. So that one plant, you got a pack of seeds. You can get at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and $5. Yeah, yeah. You get flack. That's nuts. People are so backwards," said Rachel. She's sticking up for you. Anyway, and so I am having a lot of fun with this. But now the weather is getting warmer much sooner. The weather is, as I was saying, I think our last frost date. Hey, Beverly, you made it. Good evening, Miss Catherine, gardening friends. How are you? The last frost date here actually has passed, April 8th. So we will see how things go. It changed for me. Did it change for you all? Because my last frost date, initially, they said that it was going to be April 24th. And when I went back and looked, they told me April 8th. And today, what? Today is the 12th? So if there's no more light frost, then we're going to be just fine, just fine. And it seems like the growing season has increased, because it says the growing season is 174 days. Initially, that's what they told me, and then they changed it, and they said, I looked at it actually today in the almanac, Gardener's Almanac. They said that there would be 200 days, growing days. So it seems like they extended it to November 3rd for Boston. Isn't that amazing? Before it was October 16th, now it's November 3rd. So we're getting a couple of more days added on to it. And that's really good, because it was so cold. Yay, more days of growing. That's really cool. Yes. Deborah says, I will start sowing in the ground this weekend or next week. It depends on how much time I have. Yes. So sowing in the ground is good. I did sprinkle my spring leafy green seeds, and they are sprouting in the containers. I think I showed you all that in my last video for Easter. Did everyone have a good Easter Sunday? I did show you a video on that, and look for videos from me on the weekends for sure. I'm trying to, each week, you planted everything, Broke Farmer? Wow. I planted out my cool season seedlings. Oh, good. Each week I'm planning on showing a garden tour video of just highlights of what's happening in my garden. And things are growing, so look for that on Sundays. And I am going to try and to do some mini videos, because I have footage, but I just didn't create a video yet, because editing takes a little bit more time. But I did have videos of me putting these together, and the whole thing, and the time just went by, and I didn't get to it. But do look for me presenting to you a video on the weekends, and take a look at it. I'm going to try and make it very relaxing, so it's something for you to just sit back with a cup of tea, coffee, something, a relaxing drink, just looking at my garden, watching me go around and talk about the different things, and watching my garden grow. So that's hopefully you will wine maybe. Yeah, for you drinkers. I'm not a wine drinker, but that's why I said a glass of something. For those of you, we love those videos. Thank you, Sonia. And you can see my garden develop. It's going to be very different this year than last year, for sure. Because some things have died and some things have come back, and different things are coming forth. So I finally saw robins here on Easter Sunday. That's good, Francesca. Yeah, definitely the birds are back. I have all kinds of birds in my yard. Um, what else? Yeah, so that's it too. Also, so if you anyone growing watermelon, not yet. Watermelon is a plant that is something that I would have to seed first. Here, I've grown watermelon before. I grew this sugar baby watermelon, and they did okay here in my garden, but they need a lot of pampering. I have to like pre-seed them, seed them out, and then find a really good warm spot with a lot of compost, and then they'll do well. Um, but other than that, you kind of got to know what grows well in your neck of the woods, right? So that's what I'm trying to do here. The other thing I want to do is to also make sure that I grow my flowers and the annuals, like the zinnias. Yeah, punch the like button. Yes, hit the like button. I want to plant out my zinnias. It is still cool here yet. We'll start next week or the 1st of May. Yeah, putting things out in the garden. I don't trust them because usually it's Mother's Day that I use as my guide to then plant out like tomatoes and peppers and those kind of annual summer crops or vegetables, because I've experienced cold freezes, especially with my peppers, when I've been so excited about planting them, and the next thing you know, a cold freeze comes and wipes them out, and I have to start all over again. So I'm going to try and be patient. I think I'm still going to use Mother's Day. I agree. The last cold frost took all my fruit buds. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure that I wait until Mother's Day to actually um, plant out any tomatoes and peppers and things like that. My squashes and things. Plus, they grow really fast to me. So I don't mind that. Well, this is it. For those of you who were a little came afterwards late, I just a quick recap, and then Gifted Hands. It got my blooms too. Oh, it did. Oh no. Oh no, fruit farmer. But we are still going to um, celebrate you with whatever fruit you do get. I'm worried about the fruit trees with this record-breaking heat this week. Yeah, yeah. Um, that's true. Uh, don't worry, broke farmer. You will get some fruit anyway. Yes, it has to come because we've declared it. We have called it out for you. Well, my fruit trees are starting to bud. You're still not ready for a garden tour. But it is all right to give a garden tour of what it looks like, because then it becomes a record of the before and the after, and you could show the process of it. So I would suggest, Rachel, that you do a video, a garden tour of what it looks like now, because then in the summer and the fall, you can speak about what show the progress of your garden. And in it you'll show you all you'll be able to see all of the different seasons, the spring, summer, fall, and winter, back to, because you've shown us snow, what it looks like in your garden area with snow. So we want to know what it looks like now. The birds are driving Dexter bonkers. Yeah, he's having fun chasing them, huh? Well, well, that's pretty much it. So much. Thank you so much for coming and joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. So you're growing watermelon and tomatoes. Good. I've had a slow beginning, but I know with these warm days coming up, it's gonna pick up. Yeah, it's gonna pick up. It's gonna pick up. Yeah, right here. We're gonna see things grow. We're gonna see things grow. Grow, grow. So let us grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Grow, grow, grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. I'm excited. My 4 o'clocks are going crazy. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. I'm so happy for all of you who have come on and you are there with me in the chat. That makes me so happy. You know when I'm happy, right? Because I start to sing, and you guys have brought out the song in me. So let us grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. Monica, grow, grow, Sonia, grow, grow, Brooke Farmer, grow, grow, Lynette, yes, grow, gray, Rachel, grow, grow, gifted hands, Homestead, grow, grow. It looks like crap. Don't worry, Rachel. Just grow, 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 grow together. You know, if I show you my garden, you will see all of the brown sticks. You will see my roses that are looking like they are never coming back. But we're gonna grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow. You know what? You have to have the attitude that you're gonna take care. Bye, Connie Henderson. Emery, Amir, how are you? Bye, everybody. You all were watching. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow. See you later. Yes, bye, Brooke Farmer. Grow, grow, Arthur. Grow, grow, Beverly. Grow, grow, Deborah. Grow, grow, gifted hands, Homestead. Singing and clapping. Yes, yes, a positive Branton. That's good. Everybody say grow, 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 Brampton Gardner. Yes, and make sure we visit one another's channels. Rambo was here. Grow, grow, Rambo. Grow, grow, don't hurt the harvest. Who else is here? All of you wonderful people. Grow, 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 grow together. Deborah. Did I say everybody? Chloe? Grow, 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 grow. Cassie, so good to see you again in the chat. Monica, glad that you stopped by. Where is G Mama Grows? Grow, grow, G Mama Grows, even though she's not here today with us. Yes. And Auntie Ellen and all those that will watch me in the replay and leave a comment. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. There's Deborah. Grow, grow, grow. Okay, I'm going to sing it real sweet, and then I'm going to bid you good day. All right? Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right, in Catherine's garden and home. And grow Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah. Stay blessed, everyone. Go and work your gardens. Know that we're looking to see you next week. Here in Catherine's garden and home. That's right, in Catherine's garden and home. In Catherine's garden and home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow, grow together. In Catherine's garden and home. Oh, yes. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, Lynette, thank you for being. Lynette was first. Lynette was first here. She was waiting for me. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. What a blessing. I feel very blessed, very happy, and hopeful for a great growing season. Thank you so much. Sonia, grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy your garden. See you on the weekend. If you watch the video, leave a comment, hit the like button, and share so that we can all continue to grow. Well, have a wonderful evening. Bye. From Catherine's garden and home. Bye, Francesca.